All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for joining. And fortunately, for me, it's a recorded video. Unfortunately, the time is actually wow 2:30 a.m. Yeah, still haven't rest my head as yet, but definitely have to get this video sorted out so you guys can get it early in the morning, maybe about 7:30 region. Hopefully, the video will be out by then. All right, so before we do anything, this is a JPL review show of what happened over the games over the weekend. In the meantime, what I would like you guys to do: smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're gonna touch on a few things. Team of the week, the table, also top goal scorers, and just a little bit on some of the players that have been selected in the Reggae Boyz team. So we're gonna touch a little bit on that. But as I said, I would really like you guys to do: smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, which is really really important in getting the show off the ground. But if you're not hitting the subscribe button, ensure you're hitting the like button. You cannot ignore both of them. Either hit the subscribe button or hit the like button. You cannot ignore both of them. So let's get straight into the meat of the matter. Let's put up the games that played over the weekend so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So these are the games that played over the weekend. We kicked off with Veer versus Waterhouse. Veer still lingering in the bottom half of the table, still trying to get a back-to-back win or even get some results or get some points on the board. They are still suffering. Poor start of the season and nothing much. Denard Thomas goal in 16 minutes, and also Shaquille Bradford, who came on as a sub, securing the win. No goals from Cardell Benbow or Andre Fletcher this time around, even though both of them, specifically Benbow, had a good game. The man of the match award was awarded to Ramon Howell, their actual central defensive midfielder. He played in the left side central midfield role. So move away from that. That win take Waterhouse solid on top of the table in good stand position going into the game week 11. This is actually game week 10 results. So let's move on to the next game. These games are actually on Saturday, the first set of games. Two games finished by 2-0 margin. Next game we have Arnett versus Tivoli. Tivoli trying to bounce back. Tivoli finding it difficult actually to bounce back, but Arnett is in good form. Arnett is in really good form. They're actually in the top half of the table right now, in the top position, in the playoff position, and I do think that Arnett is vouching very hard to make the name mention as title challengers this season. So Ronaldo Cephas again find himself on the score sheet, which is a normal aspect of it. Then now in the final stages, the fireman Demari Deacon coming on, the super sub, I would say, to solidify the game in the 88th minute. Man of the match award would have went to the keeper Eric Edwards, who had a tremendous game. I think he had 2 point blank saves. He had a tremendous game. Command his box, although one of the time he actually misjudged a cross that was coming in. I think it was from a set play, but they didn't. Tivoli didn't do much of it. What's his name? Barnett. Stephen Barnett had a really good opportunity, but he scruffed it, and he played right in the palms of Eric Edwards. So those are the first two games out of the way. Let's move on to Sunday's games. We have Cavaliers. Both games on Sundays held in a 0-0 draw. It wasn't that boring. The Cavaliers' more pleasant game, I would say. It was boring. Both teams trying to retain a lot of possession. Man of the match for that game was actually Richard King. But I was pretty much intrigued in Soleil's McCullough performance. There's a few players that I was looking at, and they looked a fine figure in that game, actually. A few players. But definitely stalemate. Pretty much a boring game, I would say. That game, I would say, a boring game. Both teams trying to retain possession. Not much from it. Nilla, Mount Pleasant, still dropping points. Cavaliers, I would say this is a point gain for Cavaliers in the same sense. Next game, we have Moby versus Harborview. Another nil-all. Trayvon Reed really did have a good game. Really busy, I should have said early, in that game as well. Nothing from him. Barton, the keeper, was awarded man of the match, who had also had a good game, but didn't really face a lot of shots. It's just that he was the one who was more active, commanding his defense line in that game. Then now we have Priestley. Priestley was a game player, also a player who I was quite intrigued in his performance, but Barton got the man of the match award. Well, should I go on? So it's next game day, which is Monday. Dunbeholden versus Umberline. Yes, and who else for Dunbeholden? Who do you expect to score that goal? None other than the league leading goal scorer, Atapharoy Bygrave. None other than. A few players that I realized as well who had good performance. Nicoy Christian really did turn out and put in a good shift. But that's how it is. Bygrave sealing that 3 points for Dunbeholden, which I do think that they will be pretty much happy for it as well. So Dunbeholden now in the top half as well, making themselves known that they are serious contenders this season. So we saw Mullines versus Portmore, back-to-back defeat for Portmore. I don't know what is happening at Portmore at the moment, but they lost against Dunbeholden, and now Mullines, who is actually struggling to find consistent form, now did one over them as well. So we have Stuart with the early goal in 9th minute of the game. Then now we have Nicholas Nelson, none other than Nicholas Nelson, who always turns up for Mullines and solidifying doing in the latter stages of the game. So that's it for the games over the weekend. What I'm going to look at now is the table. Let's have a look at the Jamaica Premier League table and look how the table sets up. It's Waterhouse on top on 23 points. We have Dunbeholden, as I mentioned earlier, on 22 points. In the line run as well, on a Garden on 21 points, Mount Pleasant on 19. Mount Pleasant is drifting backwards. They need to get something sorted out as soon as possible. Cavaliers, I think they have been there in that position for a good while now, in and around. Harborview having some major issues, losing a key player. Harborview losing another key player, one of their young starlet, and I will do a video on that separately. But time will tell. Time will tell. But I do think that something is wrong at Harborview. I do think that they need to fix up. Portmore in mid-table as normal. Tivoli, Montego Bay down at the gutters. Mullines got a win, who actually elevate them just a little bit out of that zone, keeping them close to Veer and also Humble Lion. So that is the Jamaica Premier League table. Let's have a look at the top scorers. Here are the top scorers, people. We have Atapharoy Bygrave with 9 goals. We have Cardell Benbow on 5 goals. Ronaldo Cephas on 5. Daniel Green on 5. Werner Brown on 4. Andre Fletcher on 4. Nicholas Nelson on 4. Alan Atty on 3. Kimani Arborn on 3. And Stephen Barnett on 3 as well. So that is it in regards to most of the things completed over game week 10. Let's look at the final aspect of game week 10, which is the team of the week. Now, I have gotten lots of stick for the team of the weeks because some people are not seeing their favorite players, or some people are not seeing some of the players that they believe is performing well. But unfortunately, I can only pick 11 players. What I'm going to start doing, I'm going to start put in the substitutions. I will definitely do that because I do see another set of players who deserve to be in there. So in goal we have Eric Edwards from Arnett. Tremendous performance over the right back position. We have Sir Genie Frankson from Mullines, centre back pairing of Ezra Simpson of Arnett and Richard King of Cavaliers. Over at Ezra Simpson is a good defender, really good defender. Over at the left hand side we have Ricardo Thomas from Waterhouse. In the midfield position we have Ramon Howell from Waterhouse and also Solem McCullough from Mount Pleasant. He's having some tremendous game, but I am not sure why no one is actually speaking about him, but he's having some tremendous game. Up front in attacking 3, over onto the right hand side we have Nicholas Nelson. Onto the left-hand side, we have Ronaldo, Cephas, and in the central attacking midfield position, we have none other than Nicole Christian. And leading the line, the big man, the man who is actually taking the Premier League by storm in regards to the goal-scoring attribute. Yes, we know the likes of Cephas, who is a prolific winger, Daniel Green, prolific winger, Andre Gray, prolific winger. We're talking about the most lethal striker in the Premier League at this moment in Atapharoy Bygrave. Well done. So that is all we have to cover this time around. So hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully everything is fine. As I said, things looking good. The Premier League is actually heating up and going into the final region. I do think that we have some more exciting games to come. I'll be doing some watch along of the Premier League quite soon, so look out for that. A lot of people go into the games. I haven't got the opportunity to go to one of the games as yet, but definitely that is on the agenda and also the calendar. And I will be doing that soon. So people, as you know, Military Guna TV people, ensure that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. As I said, I need to go and get some rest now. I'm really, really tired. I don't know where I have so much energy from. But anyways, people, smash the like button. If you don't hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Either or either. There's no other way out. It's either or either. Anyways, people, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Military Guna TV. And we are out. Boom.